Hey everyone, we're back today with a brand new review. This time we're looking at the Spin Master Batman ATV Copperhead versus Batman. If you look at the box here, look at that name. Batman ATV / Quad Batman Copperhead versus Batman. Why? That's a ridiculous name for this device. Why don't you just say Batman versus Copperhead with quad four-wheeler or quad-wheeled vehicle, ATV, whatever. Not this huge long name, but we're not here to discuss the names. We're here to look at these figures. Here, you can take a look at the box. This is the first edition set, not to be confused with the second or third editions. Nah, I have no clue if there's if there's second or third edition to this. I just trip out on how they put first edition on there. Here's the side of the box, kind of give you an idea that. Show you that Batman fits on the ATV, and just like this, yes. Back of the box features some pretty cool artwork here of Copperhead versus Batman. And side of the box just features Batman and the Batman logo. And this is also part of the Creature Chaos subline. I'm still not sure how all that subline stuff works. Here is the bottom of the box with the UPC, just in case you want to look for this one at your local Walmart, Target, wherever you find these sets. Alright, so let's open this guy up and let's play with him. Okay, so here is everything out of the package. As you can see, he comes with green katana. This seems to be like just a standard pack-in for these Creature Chaos multi-packs. If you remember, I did another video featuring Robin, Killer Croc, and Batman, and the Robin figure came with these same katanas. So, yeah, just a simple reuse that I don't really care for. Let's take a look. You can see there's a little bit of just mold issue there where they pull from the mold and they leave these little bitty pieces of plastic. You can see how it kind of sticks out right there where my fingernail is. I hate that. But, you know, you got to deal with it. Part of buying toys, dealing with toys. Paint job looks cool. I mean, it looks like, yeah, he's been mud bogging or whatever you want to call it. Got some mud spray on his gloves, up his forearms, on his boot, up his calf. Funny how it didn't get on his thighs at all, or the upper arm here, or pretty much anywhere else on the body other than those areas. Not even on the cape. You would think that he would have some on the cape, but no. Let's check out just a closer look at some of the paint details. You know, the belt looks absolutely just horrendous. Lots of little black nips here and there. Looks like they didn't even paint back in some of these places back here, or they got too much like the silver color on top of it. Looking at the legs, there's lots of little issues where the black just didn't come through properly. On the back, let's see, you even got a scuff right here, unfortunately, where it should just be a straight black, and they can't even get that right. So, I mean, but you know, you get what you pay for here. This is like a $20 action figure set. And keep in mind, these are 4-inch scale figures. Take a look at Copperhead. Sculpt on Copperhead looks pretty cool. What I don't like is typically Copperhead is, you know, it features a face, like a human face in here. This version, they decided not to do that. They decided to go full-on snake with him. And that's cool, you know, do your own thing, Spin Master. I just prefer the look of Copperhead with a face all in here, instead of just the, you know, just straight up snake. And it looks like it would be nice if you could move the mouth up and down, and it looks like they were almost thinking about, hey, let's try this, because it's like 2 separate pieces here, but they didn't go that far. They just left it. So no complaining there. Otherwise, the paint app on this is pretty nice. I mean, not too much you can do wrong with this one, because it's pretty much just plastic parts. You know, you got some green right here on the neck, which for whatever reason, it's like the eye is green. How did you slip up and paint the neck right there green? Get my little blaster here and show you some overpaint right there where the gum line is. Just You know, I mean, it is what it is when you get these little bitty figures. They're not the best figures in the world as far as paint, because they're to be played with. You know, the Spin Master wants you to play with them. Take a look at this. You know, there's not going to be much wrong with the paint on this. I mean, you can't go too much wrong. You have the wheels that have the mud on the wheels with the paint color, so they could do whatever they want right there and it wouldn't look bad. I don't see any kind of craziness with this. It is a cool vehicle. Can't wait to put Batman on it though. His head can go all the way around. Look at that Batman. He has pretty good mobility with the shoulders. Turn all the way around. Elbow joints look like this. There. And can bend pretty good. Pretty decent bend, I guess you want to call that. He doesn't have any mobility at the waist at all. He can do a pretty daggum good split there. I like that. Back, not so much. That's as far back as you can take his leg because of the Boohiny. Boohiny blocks it. But the front can go up pretty good. Then he does have thigh swivel, as you can see there. And knee joints, just one. And no movement in the ankles, but the knees can twist all the way around as well. Let's put him back for a second. Look at Copperhead. Copperhead, wow, that head does not move at all. So he just has the arm, the shoulder rotation movement there. Elbow bends here, no movement at the waist, and pretty much the same thing as Batman. Lower body, he can do pretty decent splits. He does have thigh swivel and knee joints, but his knees, his knees turn all the way around as well. That's pretty cool. Kind of like that. His tail can also move. Does it go all the way around? You want it up behind him? Yes, he can do that, but typically I like to have it in back here where it will support him standing. If he decided to take a little tumble, you just put that behind him. Good support for him standing up. All right, so let's put Batman on top of his ATV because you know, when you get a vehicle, you want to see how it works, right? Let's put Copperhead right here, and let's see how Batman is gonna ride this thing. Nope, so he's got, look, I'm already turning his hands wrong. Put that in the back. Then you want to kind of, it'd be helpful. I missed it. Jeez. His hands do not want to grab these steering columns at all. Why do they want to make toys where they can't properly grab stuff? Oh well, that's about as good as it's gonna get. He's not actually holding them, but you know, pretty cool. I dig this. Batman foot's hanging on that foot. There's Copperhead. Let's take him out. Okay. Let's try that again, Batman. Yeah, okay, he didn't even take. Copperhead is still standing. I can't believe this. That's a pretty tough Copperhead. Hang on. Try it one more time. Yay! And Batman succeeds. Pretty cool vehicle. I really like it. I like what Spin Master's doing with these figures. They are fun to play with. Not the most, you know, comic accurate figures, but think Imaginext and think a step up from Imaginext. So I kind of like that. Kind of like this vehicle. This is actually a pretty cool ATV vehicle. Looks very Batmanish with the kind of get the bat face right there. So all in all, pretty cool vehicle. Highly suggest you get it if you're into this, especially for your kids. Not so much maybe for grown-ups, unless you're just a diehard Batman or super Copperhead fan, that you would want to get this. Peace.